Hello friends, Steve Murphy with you, and welcome back to another week of the stars in a brand new year. 2022, it seems, has gone that way, and here we are into another fast-moving year that will no doubt speed along. But as we look at this week, as of Monday the 23rd of January 2023, we do have a new moon in the 0 degrees of Aquarius. It is significant for Aquarian fans and also great for Gemini and the other air sign that we have, Libra. So if you have any planets in the 0 to 10 degrees margin of those signs, you will find it's quite a progressive period for you. But it's also progressive for the other star signs as well. How is this week, though, shaping up for you? Let's have a look at the stars for Monday, the 21st of January 23. Aries, call up a friend if you can, an acquaintance, perhaps someone that you haven't seen of or heard from in a while. People that you do know, these are perhaps people that you haven't seen or heard of over Christmas. They're on your mind. Perhaps you may have made arrangements in the last few months to catch up with these people, or just people in the back of your mind. It's an excellent time for you to do this, and you will find it's a mutual agreement when you do catch up. You also could be seeing messages from now on. There's a picking up in this area. Perhaps people are wanting to catch up with you as well. So don't be surprised if you see or you hear somebody that you haven't seen or heard from in quite a while. A little bit of internet activity going on here as well with you, Aries. But the other big thing that's happening, we do have the planet of abundance and expansion happening around you, Jupiter. This is going on until about mid-May of this year. And then from mid-May, the planet of abundance and expansion moves into your financial sector. So you've got some big things happening here. And I'm going to come back to this friend or associate that you haven't seen or heard from in a while, or people making contact with you. These people could very well be a stepping stone to this progressive period that you're moving into with this abundance that's around you. So don't dismiss any opportunity to catch up with people over these next few weeks. Exciting times for you, Aries, and I've not seen this activity around you in as long as 12 years. So a very good period for you. More coming up in future reports. Taurus, this week for you, as of Monday, the 23rd of January, we've got the sun here, plus the new moon. It is shining in your career sector. So as you begin to open up the year, you may be thinking about work opportunities here or personal goals, but this year will see you wanting to work more privately, perhaps specializing in projects of sorts. But as we start to open up the year, these are people that are well connected around you. Authority figures, maybe parents. There could be a bit of communication here with senior types around you. But I'm going to come back more to the work or the career sector here. You're wanting to move ahead. You will see opportunities here in this area. Both the sun and the new moon are shining in this area. So it's an excellent period with regards to any work matter or career matter. You will see progression here in this area. And dare I say, opportunities just landing in your lap, Taurus. So look out for this over the next few weeks without you having to even try. But I do think there's going to be some decisions made around your work. Gemini, good morning, good afternoon to you, wherever you may be. 23rd of January, we're looking at you for this week. A nice period for you, Gemini. You are an air sign, and with fellow air sign Aquarius seeing all the activity there, this is brushing off into your sign as well. So the next 4 weeks will see some vital communication around you. It's going on around many of you. You are known as the communicator, being ruled by Mercury, of course, and it's not going to be letting you down during the cycle. Even when Mercury is retrograde, it does not hold you back. It does make you tend to think about what you're writing, planning, speaking, the written and the spoken word around you. All these things are going on around you at the moment. But I want to move on to courses, study, whether you're thinking of advancing yourself in an educational capacity, Gemini, these things or issues are afoot at the moment. You may be meeting people who are very well connected in the areas of education. Perhaps you too are online investigating courses. So this is not long term, by the way. It's only over a few weeks, but there is a new moon that's bolstering this activity around you. And I feel it's a very progressive cycle with all the activity that's going on in Aquarius. It's also helping you as well. I do think that there's going to be some more female activity around you, so the bulk of the communication here seems to have a feminine edge around it, Gemini, and it's, as I say, a very nice cycle for you. Cancerians, let's move on to you. We do see some interesting activity here. Over the last 4 weeks, we did have the Sun opposing your sign. It was in Capricorn. It can be an intense period for you. This has moved on. It's progressed further. So we've got a different cycle that's happening around you here at the moment. There are shared agreements. So whether this comes about as a result of meetings of a material nature, I don't think it's so much emotional. I think this is more about money, shared arrangements that you have with people. There are negotiations going on. So it seems that teamwork, Cancerians, is imperative, and you could find yourself in a one-to-one situation to get the best results. Lots of talk going on here, ideas being bounced around, meetings coming up as a result, and you're just making sure that things are running smoothly. But why would that be? Well, any action and could be creating some reaction here, but action is driven by decisions, and I feel it's not you working by yourself. You will have an opportunity to make more decisions independently coming up in late June and July, but at the moment it's all about teamwork, and I feel that this is good as long as it's running along smoothly, and it's up to you to do this. Good luck, Cancerians. Leo, the Sun is directly opposite your sign at the moment. It's spanning several weeks, and with the Sun in Aquarius, you'll always find that it directly opposes you, but it's all good here. And the reason why I say that is because we do have a new moon conjunct with the Sun. So here at the 0 degrees of your sign, so it's really affecting people at the beginning of Leo. Everything that is working and not working regarding your relationships and your associations will tend to be on show at the moment. But this week, plan something special if you can with a partner. The Sun is in your partnership sector. So's this new moon. And this is why it's a good cycle here for you. Nothing's really working against you at the moment, Leo. So it's a very progressive period. As I say, and don't be fearful about this when I say that the Sun is highlighting everything that's not working and is working about your relationships. It's just exposing it because the Sun is illuminating this area of your life. But this week, plan a nice dinner if you can. It doesn't have to be a marriage partner or someone that's extremely significant to you. It could be an associate of sorts. I feel also too that they're going to be contacting you. So there's a fair bit of activity. Certainly these people are the people that are important to you, and they're important to how this year is also shaping up for you. So look out for this. Good period for you with relationships, Leo. Good luck. This week we're looking at Monday the 23rd of January 2023. The Sun is in Aquarius and so is a new moon. How is it affecting all the other signs? Virgo, let's turn the spotlight on you. There is a new moon that's highlighting your well-being. So just how well, Virgo, do you feel? Is it time for a special consultation of sorts? Are you looking at meeting up with a doctor, a dentist, someone in a professional capacity? It's not imperative. It may be in the back of your mind, but I do think you're wanting to start off the year on the back of some thinking that's been there for the last few weeks. I want to improve myself. I want to improve circumstances. I want to feel better. And this also could apply to your work as well. There could be some colleagues that are coming in Some of you may not even be working. You may even be broaching or thinking about issues connected with work. Do you want to feel better to approach a new work situation? So there's there's a parallel here going on, and it is basically to do with your work sector and your health, but it could also be to do with your day-to-day sector. And don't be surprised if we see some young energy coming in around you at the moment, some young people that are wishing to make communications with you. I feel it could be family, but there is a new approach coming up, and the new moon is going to help you significantly this week. Several things are going to be up for consideration, but it's a good cycle for you, and you can look forward to this, Virgo, with lots of activity over the next couple of weeks at least, moving into about the 12th or 13th of February. Moving on, let's have a look at Libra here, an air sign. Libra, you do, like Gemini, you have these very nice energies around you, perhaps the pick of the bunch with the sun and the new moon in Aquarius. It is affecting you in a nice way. So whenever the sun moves into your 5th house, and this is exactly what you've got going on, it's where the sun is most happy, to use a metaphor. So look out for delightful associations here, plenty of young energy. Now, many of you will be seeing there is a back-to-school energy around the world at the moment, and especially here in Australia. Not for everybody, but for many. And when I talk about this, I talk about young energy. There are young teachers, young energy, young children, and you could be being influenced by these delightful associations, happy conversation, and generally pleasant times that are around you. But your thoughts, Librans, they're going to turn towards some sort of specializing in a way. You may want to work privately. As I say, at the moment, the sun and the new moon are in your 5th house, and they're making everything look delightful. So the social life looks like it's going to be picking up as well. Busy period for you, but you may be wanting to just pull back a little bit this year and work even a little bit more privately. It could create a little bit of a misunderstanding, because you are a social animal as such, and you are appreciated for your communication and your balancing of subjects. But I do feel that you will want to work a little bit more privately, or just have some time out. And you will do this over the next year, so just make sure it doesn't create any misunderstandings around you. At the moment, Libra, enjoy yourself. Scorpio, a little bit different for you as we move on to Monday, January 23, 2023. And for many of you, it's about property. It's about home. It's about real estate, your home life, your living conditions, rentals and leasing arrangements, perhaps. At some point, it may need attention here. But I also turn towards the family. Now, let's put all that on the shelf for the moment. Let's come back to something else. This is also about you. So it's a bit like Virgo this week for you, Scorpio. How is your well-being? How do you, your body, let's see your body as a home. How does your home feel for you? Is it at its best? So your sun at the moment, and a new moon, it's shining here in this area for you, and it just may need a little bit of attention. It just may need some sort of major works here. Are you feeling good about your home and your living conditions? The next 4 weeks is going to point to improving family life and home conditions for you, and you may be thinking, some of you may be thinking of selling up or just downsizing. So not all of you, but some of you. But it's a very, very good time for you to be thinking about your home and your living conditions, and you can expect to see progress in this area. Sagittarius, this week make sure that you're correctly understood, whether it is the written or the spoken word here. The sun is in your 3rd house. This could have a little bit to do with your communication with your brothers and your sisters, perhaps a neighbour, perhaps another close relative. Plenty of talk and communication that's going on here, and there could be a bit of to and froing, whether you're in a car or you're on transport going from A to B. may have a little bit to do with air travel. So whether you're planning something of a travelling idea, or you've got together with some family and you've love to catch up, love to sort of meet up, whether this is at a distance or not. Plenty of communication going on here, could be with family members, but the written and the spoken word, is it something like planning a will or planning something that's further on into the year? Little bit of writing going on here. So your words, you're being asked to check your words and your speech, and you're very aware of what you're saying to people at the moment, Sagittarius. So, and you, having had conversations with people, perhaps you'll be getting home and you'll be thinking, oh, I shouldn't have said that, or I should have included this or that. So, your conversations are very, very important. And this is also about consultations that you may be having at the moment. A little bit to do with your health, and your wellness is also likely at the moment, but good things are going to come out of your communication and your talks with other people, and it may have a little bit to do with work opportunities as well. But good luck, Sagittarius, and just let that firing energy that you have at the moment carry you through. It's going to be good for you. Capricorn, the sun has come off you. You may have felt a little bit of a tension around you, and unintentionally as well, you may have found yourself socializing where the spotlight was turned on you, not in a bad way, but you may have felt you were being noticed more over the last few weeks. At the moment, research, perfecting your skills, becoming the best that you can be, improving your bank balance, going to the next level with a talent that you possess and being rewarded for it too. Your self-worth, these are the things that are about to set you on, and you're about to set your mind too, by the way. So the sun and the new moon is in your second house. It's often about money, but it's also about self-worth as well. So you're evaluating your worth here at the moment, Capricorn, and you've moved off from this attention that's been focused about yourself. You're now wanting to be rewarded for it, and this is where your mind is turning towards improving your finances, improving your bank balance. Could have a little bit to do with superannuation, but you're negotiating everything that's going to set you up financially for the year. And not to be taken lightly either. It's not everyone else's business. It's your business. And you'll be working on these areas and making the right decisions for yourself without the interference of others, Capricorn. So just take note of that. Aquarius, happy birthday to you at the moment. Very nice cycle. You may have felt over the last 4 weeks or so, 5 weeks even, the energy wasn't there, the enthusiasm, you were going through the motions, and this has lifted. You will find right now, here is a new moon as well, bolstering this along, and it's rare to see this new moon at the beginning of your sign with the sun, but look at this energy that it's bringing in. So people are concerned about your welfare. You're concerned about your welfare. You're wanting to improve yourself at the moment. So welcome to this new period, and it's a good sign-in factor. Put the card in the machine, put a big smile on your face, and say hello to 2023, because it's going to be a nice year for you, Aquarius. A little bit of self-indulgence is going on around you at the moment. It's called for, by the way. And you may even be surprised with this extra attention that is around you. People you're hearing from. How are you? Can we catch up? It's a very busy period. Are you ready for all this extra activity around you, Aquarius? So make sure your diary is handy, because you're not going to be able to be accountable to just keep it in your mind. Write everything down at the moment. It is a busy cycle for you here. And prioritize things. As I say, make time for you, Aquarius, because there could be a lot of people probing at you. What are you doing? Can we meet up? And you've got to have the energy for this. I think you will, but just make sure the energy primarily is centered around yourself at the moment. Just one more thing for you, Aquarius, this week, and moving into the next week as well. Look out for water therapy, swimming, anything to do with the beach. If you can just get down there, just relax, take your mind off things. Activity with swimming pools and spas. It's all about water. So water is a nice therapy for you at the moment, and you will find it has a calming effect on you. Happy birthday. Pisces, for you, the new moon is calling on you to think big and to dream big. Just one more thing here as well, Pisces. You may be wanting to just cuddle up and just curl away, and that's not a bad thing. This is about you taking care of yourself. You may be just wanting to switch the lights off, sit on the bed, relax, take a big deep breath and go, where am I at right now? And this is the cycle that you are heading into. It's not a bad thing, but the new moon coming in, as well as the sun, by the way, in this area of your life, it is calling on you to just think about where you are at right now and pulling everything together. What do I want to keep? What do I want to dispose of? What's going to free me up to see in a brand new year? And you may want to withdraw thinking about all these things at the moment, because it's not everyone else's business. It's your business with where you are at the moment. And I feel that you're going to be doing this in a private way. We have got Neptune, which is your ruling planet. It has been in your sign for some time. It is in the last degrees of your sign at the moment. So it's sweeping away all these illusions or disillusions in your life, and you're becoming more clear about what you want to do. This is a creative year for you, and you may be just wanting to work a little bit more privately and a little bit more alone. And this can create a little bit of misunderstanding around perhaps people that are close to you or even your associations. So just be aware of that. I mean, you're not doing it intentionally, but you're wanting to perhaps specialize or work in a more private way. And as a result of this, there's a bit of cleaning going on, cleaning out of emotional, spiritual, mental, material baggage. It's got to go. And you will find this will happen more so in February, but as you move more into this particular year, from right now, you may be just resting up. The sun will move into your sign in the later part. I'm yet to talk about this with you, by the way, Pisces. The sun will move into your sign later on in February, of course, and you will get this energy coming in. And much like Aquarius at the moment, it's a reinvention of the soul. Watch that fire take hold and illuminate and come together here for you. You're not a fire sign, of course. You're very, very different and very, very gentle, very creative, and you will find those energies around you stirring this year, but you'll be wanting to work privately. Lots of good things to tell you, Pisces, and especially with Jupiter around you as well. Having moved on, it's moving into more progressive cycles for you. Plenty of communication going on here, and I would probably say a lot of you are going to have interests in things to do of a Neptunian nature. So whether this is water, television, film, the arts, all the creative interests. So plenty of things to share with you. Well, that's the stars for this week. A little bit longer this week, and I'll be probably opening up a little bit more with my readings with you and telling you a little bit more over the next few readings and things that you'll be wanting to hear a little bit more. Plenty of things happening in the stars and also a combination of numerology as well in this particular forecast this week as of Monday the 23rd of January 2023. This is Steve Murphy. Have a great week. Have a great month ahead and the year ahead as well, friends, wherever you may be. I'll leave you with my favourite thought, as always. It still applies. What you want, it wants you to. Bye now.